Hi everybody. I would like to sit down with you today to talk about basically a problem and a solution, and something that is pretty huge of an epidemic going on in our world today. When we look around us, we've got a serious issue going on with our children, and so I want to address just my speech in it all, and I want us to recognize that food does not hate people. It's a force of argument in the supersized me epidemic. We need to discuss the validity of overeating and obesity, and we must understand the logic as I explain it, the arguments as I deliver them, and lastly, the emotional appeal of childhood obesity that I will help solidify. Imagine a world where chairs are twice as wide, t-shirts come in extra, extra, extra large, exercise is replaced by watching TV and video games, and portion size are even bigger than they are today. Well, at the rate we're going, this is exactly what is in store for us in the United States. Today, I'm discussing obesity in America and the solutions that can be taken to fight this ongoing epidemic. The United States Task Force of Childhood Obesity reported that 1 out of every 3 children is overweight and nearly 1 in 5 is considered obese. Jerry Oysters, who I used as my research, reports in the Clinic of Epidemic of Burden of Child Obesity and Managed Care that not only is obesity a problem, but it is also a cause to related eating disorders and other disorders such as cardiovascular heart disease, diabetes, hypertension, electric cancers, musculoskeletal disorder, and even mortality. Our children are literally eating themselves to death. It's pretty sad in this world to see that. These things that are nurtured and that we're supposed to be taking care of. Culprits of these causes of obesity include increased soda and food consumption, TV watching, video game playing, school lunches, which are providing students with the fatty processed foods, and are also providing our students with the vending machines with unhealthy snack options. Another problem associated with obesity is its cost to people. The U.S. Task Force of Childhood Obesity reports again that $150 million is spent each year on obesity and related treatment programs. And again, Jerry Oyster, my resource, took diseases that are associated with obesity and calculated the cost for each of them. He looked at hypertension, type 2 diabetes, gallbladder disorder, stroke, hypertension, endometrial cancer, arthritis of the knee. He calculated these attributed costs were at $345 million. After looking at the health costs and the financial cost of the treatment for these obese patients, we need to look at a solution. And what better place to start than with ourselves? We need to lead by example and serve as a model for eating healthy and exercising regularly. We also have to educate our youth for making better lifestyle choices. Amanda Clark, who I used as my resource, an additional resource in the overweight and obesity use of portion control, wrote an article that states that if we reduce our portions, we need to look at the full reduction of a calorie intake, and it'll cause us to lose weight. Did you know that a serving of pasta is only half a cup? This means that when you get a huge bowl of pasta at a restaurant, you are getting 4 times the recommended daily value that is necessary for human intake on a daily basis. Andrew Limbaugh, another resource I used, takes another approach. In this article he wrote that obesity is not just a food and exercise program. He talks about the camp he developed for kids to change their mindset about eating. Very powerful stuff here. When kids leave this camp, their behaviors are strong and well developed, so they can conquer those bad habits that they were using before the camp program. This is not just putting everybody in America on a diet, people. It truly is about making a lifestyle change for everybody. The United States Task Force of Childhood Obesity also reported the 4 main things that encourage these are empowering parents and caregivers, providing schools with better lunch programs. Thirdly is improving the access to healthy, affordable food, and finally, increasing the physical activity of people. Insurance companies have even looked at a way to solve the cost problem, and to have better and they have been charging obese people and overweight clients that are excessively using more of their insurance than people of a healthy weight. They're giving benefits to those who mainly have a healthy BMI. BMI being your body mass index, which is the relation of your height and your weight.